you, Sister Terry of Machakos Teachers College. And colleagues, allow us to record these sessions kindly. I hope I have your permission to record. I have your permission, please.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Permission granted.
Thank you. Yeah, for accountability that we met on this day, it's important that we record. So I really the agenda of today is not that long. The agenda is one is prayer, which we have already, a sister has taken us through. And then I'll give very brief remarks. And then I invite our PI, Dr. Mkirai Njia. After the PI has given his brief remarks, we have already done introductions. In case there's somebody who has not told us their names, we shall give you maybe 2 or 3 minutes after Dr. Mkirai has talked to introduce yourself. So far, we have people from KU, we have Kasarani, we have Migori, we have Sabatia, and we have Machakos. If you just joined us from any other institution, after Dr. Mkirai has talked, we shall give you a minute or so to greet us and tell us where you are coming from. After that, we shall have presentations on progress online. So we shall give space to the team leaders to lead us into that particular session from the various institutions that are around. So you'll tell us about the progress in terms of online training, and then the progress in terms of the change project. So the change project, you'll tell us what the title is. You'll give us some background of that, of the change project. You'll tell us the outcomes. You'll tell us the stakeholders that you're working with, the timelines, if there are any challenges, and then how do you intend to scale it up? Just an outline, and then now for us to share. After a team has shared, we shall come in and give our views in a way to make it better. So we are having what you're calling community of practice. We are sharing knowledge and helping each other to better our change projects. And so we shall do that, and then I'm hoping that by around 4, we should be done by this particular session. So going to my remarks, I want to welcome all of us here. It's such a privilege to have you around. I don't take it, it's not so much for granted. I really count it a privilege that we can have this kind of meeting for all of us as participants from the country, Kenya. For us to share ideas and as a community of practice, to share knowledge and to share ideas and see how we can forge on. I believe that iron sharpens iron. But even before we do that, I really want to appreciate the new teams that have joined us recently. And for that, we have Sabatia Tivet. Sabatia, we have Muranga Teachers College, although I've not had anybody talk from Muranga. And then we also have from Nyeri. I'm still waiting for them to see if they've joined. I really want to appreciate those teams that have come in, that have joined us, and they're doing very, very well. We shall also give you time to talk to us before we begin the other introductions. So it's a requirement that according to the organization of this particular program, that we have this kind of meetings, and it's supposed to be regularly as a community of practice, so that we can be able to learn from one another, even as we move on in the training. So with those many remarks, it's my privilege now to welcome the PI to talk to us, and then we move on after that. PI, Dr. Mkirai Njia, it's your time, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Wemali. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I'm happy to be here with our participants. Though I can see that I think the numbers we are 17 of us, but we should be more than this. But I believe it's because maybe people are engaged in other activities, but maybe we expect that the number should be able to go up. So, so far, I think we are doing well with the program. And I think we last met physically with most of you during the policy dialogue that we had at the Kenya School of Tibet. I think that was on 26th of September. It's almost, yeah, it's close to a month ago, today being 23rd. But I trust that after that physical policy workshop, that you are able to go back to institutions, and you are progressing well with the modules, and you're also making progress when it comes to your the change project. So in the other countries, if I may report on the other countries, they are also making good progress. We were able to have the last physical workshop with Rwanda, I think a week after we had the Kenyan workshop. I think the following week we had the policy workshop for Rwanda on 2nd of, it was on 2nd of October, that's the 2nd of October. And so we can say that that having been the last physical workshop, now all the countries are fully on track and they are making good progress. So for us as Kenya, I am happy that the number continues to go up. Almost every other week, there's a new group that is joining, which is good because being the ones who are hosting the program here at Kenyatta University, it is only in order that we should be leading, even when it comes to the number of participants who are enrolled. And like I mentioned, I think Rwanda had beaten all the other countries when it comes to enrollment, because by the time we are having that physical workshop with them on 2nd of October, when we checked in our learning management system, I think we had about 105 participants from Rwanda. And yet the target that we had for Rwanda was only 20 participants, meaning that they have been able to grow up or to grow up their participation 5 times. For Kenya, the target that UNESCO had was 50 participants. And we are saying if Rwanda has been able to grow up their participation 5 times from the target of 20 to the current enrollment of about 100, I think in Kenya also, then if you are to take cue from what has happened in Rwanda, we should be having over 200 persons enrolled. But I'm happy with the progress we have made, and Dr. Emali has been following up with different institutions, and we continue to bring them on board. So as you continue with your modules, it would be good if we could be getting feedback from you. As you interact with the modules, please give us feedback so that we can be able to improve where improvement is needed. We always say that in everything that we do, there is always room for improvement. And so even the modules that are there and the way you're interacting with them, your feedback would help us make the necessary improvements. I also believe that by now, each institution that is represented here have an idea of the change project that they are that they're implementing, and we have started working on it. And I think this forum that has been created today by the country coordinator is meant to give you an opportunity to share the ideas that you have about your change project or the activities that you are already implementing surrounding your change project, so that you can be able to learn from each other. And that is why we are saying that having come together, we are already a community of practice on education for sustainable development for Kenya. And it's important that whatever you are doing, you share with your colleagues so that you can learn from them and they can also learn from you. And I think that is the key, that is the spirit behind this webinar. And we are thinking that after we have these country webinars, maybe at a later point, we are going to organize a regional webinar whereby we are going to have you and the participants from all the other countries, the other 4 participating countries, so that you can also be able to share at a regional level. So that is something that we are planning, but we thought that we first start with the national community of practice, and then from here, then the next step we can think of is now having a broader webinar covering the region, because we also aim to create a regional community of practice. Yeah, so mine is to wish you well as you continue. And like I've said, your feedback is very important to us so that we can be able to take any remedial action that may need to be taken. So I think, Chair, I'll stop there for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. for those very good remarks, giving us direction into where we are supposed to be going to. So with those remarks, I now want to welcome introductions. Those who have joined us after we introduced ourselves, kindly introduce yourselves. Maybe we shall go by this order. So those who have come from Kenya School of TVET, if you're around, I've seen Madam Olo from Kenya School of TVET. Madam Nancy Olo, I think I've seen your name coming.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First, I want to appreciate your efforts for bringing us into this meeting. And it's good that we get to know where we are going. It's good to monitor us. My name is Nancy Olo from Kenya School of TVET.
Monica, you may want to mute if you're not talking to us, please. Monica, kindly mute. Kindly mute. Mute. Yeah, thank you.
Right. My members are not in. I think some of them are out on official duties on teaching practice assessment, and others are engaged elsewhere. So today I'm here alone. Maybe they'll join later before we finish, but thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Nancy. Madam Nancy Olo from Kenya School of TVET. Yes, actually getting this time was not very easy because most of us, some of the members were engaged in other activities, and rightfully so. So we shall just bear with those that have come, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to learn from each other even as we move on. Kasarani TVET, Kasarani, Mr. Njogu, you had greeted us, but you can greet us again.
Oh, thank you, Dr. My name is Patrick Madenge Jogu. I'm the team leader, Kasarani TVC. I also double as the TVET cleaning champion for our institution. I'm delighted later on to give an overview of our LEAD-ESD project and where we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any other person from Kasarani with us here? Kasarani? Mr. Oyugi?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm David Oyugi from Kasarani TVC, and we are a number. I hope we are going to introduce ourselves, all of us.
Yeah, so if you are from Kasarani, please, this is your space now. Talk to us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wanjala.
Yes, I'm Shadrach Wanjala from Kasarani.
Asante. Kasarani?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Madam Maureen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear. How are you?
I am Maureen Chipnino from Kasarani.
Asante. Thank you so much. From Thika Technical?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Philip, please. Sorry, I was blocking you out.
Oh, thank you. My name is Philip from Migori TTC. Thank you.
Okay, Migori TTC. Thank you. I think anybody else from Kasarani? I don't lock you out. Okay, Migori, we have Mr. Mr. Philip has talked. Any other person from Migori? Madam Monica, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted, but I'm present, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Hello, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, dear.
Fine.
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm saying that thank you so much for the opportunity. Members from Migori Teachers College, some have joined, some are still engaged in the closing assembly. We are happy to be together, and we believe we shall learn a lot from this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Monica. Thika Technical. Thika Technical. Anybody from Thika? Thika Technical? Okay, maybe they'll join us later. Kilimambogo. Oh, Madam Lucy Atieno, your hand is up. Oh, from Migori TTC. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Lucy. Maybe you're not able to talk for reasons. Madam Catherine Silla. Madam Catherine Silla. She's talking, but I can't hear. Is it my end, or can nobody hear her?
No, we are not hearing her.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
I'm Catherine from Kasarani TVC.
Thank you. Thank you, Kasarani. Thank you, Madam Silla. We appreciate quite. Now, Kilimambogo Teachers Training College. Kilimambogo. I know Gordon is away, but we had agreed that I will send a representative, the members of the team from Kilimambogo. Kilimambogo. Okay. Eregi Teachers College. Eregi. They say
Hello.
they'll be in a meeting now. Oh, yes. Yes, Christine. Talk to us.
Yes. Christine Minayo from Eregi, representing my team. I'm sure they engaged in the closing assembly, but I'm sure they'll join later.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Thanks for being here. Muranga Teachers College.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm Sam Gioki from Muranga TTC.
Asante.
And Jaffa is also in the house.
Asante. Jaffa, where are you? Talk to us. Jaffa? Jaffa? It's okay. He can talk to us later. Maybe he's having some connectivity issues. Togoto TTC? Togoto Teachers College? They were having closing assembly this time, so maybe they'll join us later. Machakos TTC, sister, you are here with your colleagues?
Yes, Doctor, I expect some members to have come, although I can see we have Mr. Joel. Maybe he can introduce himself. I expected some of them to come, although we have also a program in college going on.
Okay. Joel?
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm Joel from Machakos Teachers College. Pleasure to join you.
Asante, asante. Anybody from the Ministry of Education? Madam Helen was to join us, but they're having some engagement somewhere. Maybe they'll join us later. Nyeri Teachers, Nyeri TVET Technical and Vocational Education Training. Nyeri Technical. Madam Lucy Atieno, are you able to talk to us? She says she's glad to be here. Lucy Atieno, please indicate the institution you're coming from so that we are able to register, even on the chat, if you're not able to talk to us. So with introductions, I don't know if I've left anybody out by mistake. Those who are joining us, maybe they'll have time as they join. Sorry, Mr. Masinde, talk to us, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, Daktari.
Good afternoon.
So I'm Charles Masinde, a trainer at Sabatia Technical and Vocational College from Vihiga County.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Masinde, and karibu for joining. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Asante. So, anybody else, so that we don't lock anybody out? Madam Lucy Atiena, your hand has been up. Mutamba, talk to us. Unmute and talk to us, please.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I'm Wilson Mutamba from Sabatia Technical and Vocational College.
Thank you. Thank you, Sabatia, for joining us. From Sabatia for joining us. We are so privileged to have you around. Okay, so we can now move to our next level, our next agenda, which are presentations. So the teams represented here, the team leader will take us through what you are doing, give us progress in terms of online training. How far are your members? What are they doing? What are their challenges? And then you'll move on to tell us about your change projects. So the team members, kindly organize yourself so that you present your work that way. As you're organizing yourselves, I want to welcome Mr. Makori, Dr. Makori from Sabatia TVET. We are welcoming you officially to this particular forum because you are the newest member on the block. And for sure, we are so grateful, and we are so glad that most of your members are here with us. So, Mr. Makori, you want to say something as the team leaders are organizing themselves on what they are going to present?
Thank you, Daktari. First, let me say good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Yes, we want to say that we are grateful to be part of this team that is going through this program. And we are expecting that we are going to learn and be able to make a change, especially in what we do every day, that is in training and also in keeping our environment also in line as far as the sustainability is concerned. I am happy that you have welcomed us. Sorry that we are coming in late, but we hope that we are going to catch up. With your assistance, we will be able also to catch up and join the rest and be in the same level or to do what the others have already done. Of course, we are still navigating through the website to see how we can be able to, of course, use the LMS. And also, now that we were also not in the main wall, actually, I've seen the invitation. I've already joined. And I've seen also most of my members, they have also joined. So I think after the other members, especially the other teams who have been there before, after their presentations, we'll be able to see the direction, and maybe with your proper guidance, we'll also be able to pick up the tasks so that we move together. As for now, I really don't have much for the team, but we are here to learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Makori. That's the deputy principal for Sabatia TVET, and we are so glad that you are leading your team quite well. We appreciate. Fine.
Thank you.
So there's a team I forgot to mention, and yet they are here. I imagine that we have already. KU team is here. KU. Madam Gladys, I've seen you around. Dr. Gladys Mokua.
Thank you, Chair. This is Dr. Mokua Gladys from Kenyatta University. I am not sure where our team leader, Dr. Ouko, is, but basically what I can say, we are on course and we are doing well. When that time comes, probably if he's not in, then I will throw in a point. Thank you.
You can be conducting him so that as we come to KU, then we'll see how to move on. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, who is ready to start us off? Sister Terry, because your name is coming first on my screen here. You want to make your presentation from Machakos Teachers College?
Thank you, Daktari. I think I can try, although I was still organizing myself, but I can try to start. So I'd want to start by
You can
saying
also
that,
share. Sister, if you have something you can share so that we see it on the screen.
oh no, I am not prepared to do the sharing. It's not in this computer I'm using.
Okay.
Yes. So I want to thank everyone for this opportunity, especially to you, Daktari, for this opportunity. And we have a committee in Machakos Teachers College comprising of, I think we are 11 members, including the chief principal. Initially, we were 6, but we requested that we have more because we thought we want to work together as a bigger group to be able to achieve our goal. So we have been able to go online in the LMS, and I want to report that every member who is in the committee has been able to log in the LMS, and we had agreed that we want to be doing these activities as a group, because we realize that when we are together, we are able to achieve more, and even we are able to discuss together, to share ideas. However, we have some of the committee members who have gone ahead of others in going through interacting with the modules, and the others are still doing the same. I know one of the member who has been able to go through, I think, the 5 modules, but the only one who has gone to that level, but the others, we are still interacting with the modules. And one thing is that everyone is optimistic, and we are looking forward to being able to do something, all of us. So we are happy that we are able to get into the modules. Then on our progress, we have had, since we came for the meeting, the physical meeting, we have had 2 meetings. But before that, I can say that we already had a change project by the time we came for the meeting, and this is the title of our change project. The change project is promoting sustainable education through empowerment, inclusivity, and accessibility for young mothers in teacher training institutions. So that is our change
Come
project.
again, sister, the title, because I'm recording, so I'm writing somewhere. Promoting what?
Promoting sustainable education through empowerment, inclusivity, and accessibility for young mothers in teacher training institutions. So with
Yes.
this change project, we want to come up with a crash. Say about the crash, about what we are doing about it, about our progress. Since we came for the physical meeting, we have had 2 meetings. The committee has had 2 meetings which are physical. And among the things that we discussed is the change project itself, because not all of us who managed to come for that meeting. Therefore, we were giving, one of the things we are doing, the 3 of us who came for the meeting, was to give the report to the members who had not come. And when we gave the reports, everyone was happy, and we said that we are going to continue with the project that we intend to do. And therefore, after that meeting, we said that we are going to have other meetings to continue engaging on how to move forward. So in these meetings that we have had, one of the things we did is to talk together with our chief principal, and we were able to move forward and establish and look at the place where we have a site. We discussed on the site where we expect to have the creche. So we already at the moment have established the site. And also in our meetings, the 2 meetings that we have had, we have been able to look at how we want it to look like, what it needs, the activities that are involved. And after discussing the activities as a committee, we have been able to share the activities on who will do what.
Please share with us those
tried to-
activities that we also we can also hear and see if we have an input.
Yes, some of the activities that we are looking at is we want to do the landscaping of the place.
Sister, I think you're off. I can't hear you. Or is it me? Can nobody hear me? Can nobody hear me?
Yes, we are getting you. I'm getting you, but I think sister has gone offline.
The site, and also we want to do the fencing. I lost my internet, so we came up with the seedlings that we are planting, which we aim after they have grown, they will be beneficial to these mothers because of breastfeeding their young ones. And therefore, we have some of the people who are going to look at the seedlings. We have like moringa, rosemary, passion fruits, dragon, and this committee, which is looking at these activities, they are going to even to look for the red soil to start planting. And we want to use our holiday this time that we are closing college. In fact, today we have closed, and we are expecting to use the holiday to do some of these activities. We also have a committee which is going to sensitize the community, to sensitize the students and all the stakeholders involved. And we have others who will look at what do we need, the finances, who are our stakeholders, what support can we get from where, and even the same people why management we see on the support, because this is an issue which also needs the matters of policy. So these are some of the activities I have not finished, because we also have an activity like benchmarking We want to see where we can benchmark. And in fact, we have identified 2 places where we can benchmark so that we are going to improve our creche. So those are some of the activities I've not exhausted. And the other thing, we have stakeholders, as I have mentioned. We have the board of management, we have the students, we have the non-teaching staff, we have teaching staff, we have the community. We want to work with the county government, the hospital, general hospital. We intend even to go to the banks and so forth, so that we are able to build our links and see how we can get the support that we need to start. Because the place that we are establishing, the creche, we need to work on it so that it fits the requirements that we want to achieve. And some of the challenges that we feel could be there, one of the challenges that we have had is this issue of meetings. We have had many activities in college, and at times we felt that despite the fact that we wanted to meet, at times we were not able to meet because of the many activities, and we had to squeeze time to be able to meet. And also another challenge is because this is a new thing that we are coming up with, and therefore it needs a lot of planning, and we need to have several meetings so that we may be able to achieve our goal. And also the other challenge could be like we want to plant the seedlings and so forth, and the issues of weather. There could be some challenges because we like now we are anticipating that it's going to rain, and therefore we want to do the planting of the seedlings that we want to do before the rains. And also some of the challenges we had said one of the things that we are going to do is to sensitize and to have a meeting with the young mothers in college. We had decided that we are going to do this, but because of what I've said, because we have no time, because of the many activities, this activity has not kicked off. However, what we have done, we have tried to talk to some of them one-on-one, and they have been very positive because we wanted to see how we are going to carry out this activity and for it to come to a fulfillment. We had also decided that we are going to do a baseline survey on the same. However, because of those activities, we have not achieved that, but it is a thing we are still looking into. But to the few students that we have talked to, they have embraced the idea. Mr. Joel Ogembo is here with me. He is one of the people who is looking at the site, and he is very, very instrumental in that, and he has started working as the chair of that committee. Was supposed to say. I don't know whether I have said everything that you expected me to say, or anyone with a question or an addition I can do if need be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sister. So sister has given us what they are doing or what they want to do. We are here as a community of practice. We want to assist each other to understand our projects, our change projects. So are there any additions you may want to bring on board, or any clarifications that you may want to hear from that team, so that we are moving at the same level of understanding? I open the floor to members. I open the floor. The floor is open. Yes, Dr. Mokua.
Thank you, Daktari. Thank you, Terry, for that good summary that you have given us. Maybe you can, I did not get clear the timelines that you have for the project so that we can get to understand how it will go about. It passed me. So
Thank you.
just record the questions as they come, and then we'll give you time to respond. Any other concern? Mr. Ogembo, you are talking to us?
Okay, let us first record the questions, then we shall answer the ones.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Any other question for Machakos Teachers Training College? They have said their change projects promote sustainable education through empowerment, inclusivity, and accessibility for young mothers in teacher training institutions. So from what she has elaborately explained, are we okay? And the activities they have put forward, that they have shared with us, are we clear with the activities? Lucy Atieno, your hand is up. I don't know that it was still up or. Any questions to Madam, to Sister? For me, I have some questions, Sister.
Yes, Doctor.
To help me understand, like what change are you bringing on board? It's because I change projects. What will this project, what kind of change is it bringing on board? That is one. But before even you bring up the change, I would wish to know what are the issues, what is the current practice? What is the current practice that is making us to want to change to what you want to change to? 3, how will the change contribute to curriculum, to teaching and learning, to creativity? Just share with us. And then I have several questions, Sister, sorry, but I just want to understand. Who are the stakeholders and what are their roles in this change project? One of us has talked about implementation timelines, so I will not repeat that. You have also shared with us the potential challenges and solutions. I will not repeat that. So I may want to ask, what are the deliverables? What will be the deliverables of this change project? Thank you, Sister. Maybe you can answer those plus the ones that we had asked earlier.
Thank you, Doctor. I will try to answer and I will give my colleague Joel to do an addition if he'll have anything to add on. One of the questions that you have asked is about the timeline. We had intended to use, like when we were coming from the meeting, we had talked about 6 months of being able to have done something about the change project. And therefore, we were still working under this timeline, and we are intending, because we have said that there are some of the activities that are going to take place during the holiday, because our looking is that we want this change project to kick off in January when the students report back to college. So we are expecting by January to have some mothers, the nursing mothers, because when we were giving our report,
Sister, you're breaking.
During the time we came for the meeting, we gave statistics, and this one we gave the statistics of what we had collected on the ground on some of the cases that are there. And I think we gave the cases, for example, in 2023, 2024, we gave the reported cases of nursing mothers being 12. Then in 2024, 2025, there were 20, 25, 26. Currently, they are 18. And still, we are not yet over with this year. So this is
So, sister, we are still engaging you further. So now, what do you want to do for these young mothers? I've heard you talk of us getting aside, planting seedlings. So what is it you want to do for these young mothers? What change?
Yes, yes, I was coming to that, doctor, because I was giving this what led us to come with to come up with this change project, because we are expecting to bring change to these mothers. We have realized that these numbers are growing high. We have tried all the other modalities, including guidance and counseling, to help students to cope with this situation, but we realized we are not able still to get to where we expect, because we have realized some of these nursing mothers, at the moment, some of them have rented houses outside college, and they ask for permission. They go out during the breaks, they go during lunchtime, and also they do not sleep in college. That denies them the opportunity to fully participate in the curriculum activities, because during tea break, it's only a break of 20 minutes, but you see the students want to rush out so that they go and take care and they nurse their babies. During the lunchtime, the same. And therefore, to our thinking, this stage project will help the students to be retained in college, and the distance from college to this place is minimal. Therefore, they'll be able to concentrate much, because they know that the baby is just around in the compound. Also, we are going to help these.
So, sister, just a moment. If help me to understand. So, you want these mothers to be nursing from the college, sister? The change is these mothers to nurse from college and not from their houses. Is that the change? Yes.
Yes, project. We intend that these babies will be in the creche, and in this creche, other than, you see, like now they have to go maybe 5 kilometers to go and nurse and breastfeed. But now in the creche, these mothers will be there, the babies will be there with the caretaker. At the moment, that is how we have set it to start. The caretaker will there will be the babies. Yes. And therefore, we are going to provide the cots. And in this room, we are going to take care of the mothers to be near the institution, to avoid their being away from the lessons, so that they are able to concentrate.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
So what about the seedlings? What about the seedlings? You talked about
the seedlings that we are going. Yes, with the seedlings that we are going to plant, we are going to make this place sustainable. Remember, we are going to harvest water. That is one of the activities I did not say. We are going to harvest water from that building, and because we are going also to have a tank. So the water we have harvested, we'll use it to plant these seedlings, and even we intend to have fruit trees, like passion trees, where these mothers can use the same, which will boost the milk for the mothers, just to say one of the things. And therefore, we expect the seedlings, even at the long run, even these moringa and so forth, will be a community issue. It will not be only for the nursing mothers, but it will also help the community at large, even the other community outside. And we are expecting that the creche that we are going to start, it will be a thing that can be emulated in other learning institutions.
Okay, I now get you. Colleagues, I think we have understood Machakos Teachers Training Change Project. Sister, thank you.
We are going to involve the community in
Thank you, sister. Sister Terry. I think we have heard.
And how we can support it.
Asante. I think
And
it
how
is
it can,
well described,
yes,
well explained, sister. We are saying thank you for the good work. Sister, I think we have understood and you have explained what you are going to do.
That it can even
yes, sister. Can we move to the next
community? Yes, thank you. The community. Yes, thank you.
Very good.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Yes.
Asante.
Thank you. Avanza. Thank you, doctor.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We can now move
Are you
to
getting me?
Kasarani.
Are you getting me, doctor?
Yes,
Sister,
madam.
we have said thank you, sister. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Wemari. This is Patrick from Kasarani. I'll do an introduction of where we are on our SHADE project, and Mr. Ogaro will assist me on the later part of my presentation. I would like to say that our team comprises of eight members. Our principal, the deputy principal, academics, and the other teaching staffs. On the online training, most of us are in on Action 2, Learning Action 2, and others are finishing Learning Action, but majority are on Learning Action 2. So far, no challenges on the system. We are moving on very well. Allow me to say something before I delve into our SHADE project. I do an introduction because, as Dr. you know, during the physical meeting at KSTVET, we were able to pitch our idea on our SHADE project, and we were doing that is on application of or other wastes, recycling of wastes in terms of generating power for use in our institution. So we wanted to convert our human waste in our institution to biogas, and then that one we intended to use it in our kitchen. But along the way, we encountered some challenges because we thought that that project may not be, it may be cost, it may have some cost implications that probably will hinder us from achieving what we had intended to within the time frame that has been allocated to us. So we looked for other options, and we realized that we, as Kasarani, we have been very lucky because early this year, a few of us were taken through a training on greening the curriculum, and two of us went to Finland for the same. And later on, Hame University from Finland came us to green our welding curriculum. And later this year, around in September, they came back here and taught us on green pedagogy. So we realized that we had a pool of trainers who already have training on green pedagogy. And we thought that this could be a better READ project for us, because we, having the mandate of training on skills, we would do very well by ensuring that our trainers get these green skills, and that can help us in achieving most of our SDGs. So along the way, we were able to change our READ project, and the new title that we have now is Promoting Green Pedagogy in TVET Institutions for Learner-Centered Empowerment Towards a Sustainable Future. Maybe I can read it again. Our READ project is on promoting green pedagogy in TVET institutions for learner-centered empowerment towards a sustainable future. Okay, who are our stakeholders? We are at an advanced stage because already we have written a concept note on the same, and it is going to be taken to the CS, the CS and the PS for TVET, because we, that is Kasarani, Thika, Technical, and Masai National Poly are collaborating in this project, because like you know that the national polytechnics are qualifications awarding authority. So we have been told to partner with Thika, because first of all we were trained together with Thika and Masai, but Masai is coming in because they will be the awarding authority, the awarding institution in terms of certification for all the trainings that we'll be doing. So that is what some the stakeholders that we have. We are also having the goodwill of the Board of Management of Kasarani TVC, and they are willing to finance this project. The progress, where are we? After we got the training, the initial training, we had like 10 trainers who are trained by the Finnish guys. And we embarked, the following week we embarked on training all the trainers in Kasarani. So the trainers in Kasarani are around approaching 80, 85 or thereabout. All of them have been brought to speed on green pedagogy. So this green pedagogy is helping us to do our lesson planning by including the SDGs, and more so important SDG for target 7 and SDG 7 and any other relevant SDG that can bring in the necessary change that we aspire to have. So first, we have been able to do capacity building for all our trainers, and this is now will be cascaded to other institutions. As I've told you, a concept note has been done so that we be allowed to roll out this project to all the almost, we are pushing 400 TVET institutions in this country. So we will have a major role in ensuring that we transfer this green pedagogy to our trainers, who will then cascade it to the trainees, and we'll be able to have a big community that can help us achieve our project. Maybe before I continue, maybe David can add on something as we move along. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Njogu. David, it's your time.
Ogalo, or anyone else who is from Kasarani?
Yes, maybe. Thank you. Thank you so much. As Patrick has indicated, we were motivated by the fact that currently the TVET CDAC, which is now in charge of accreditation and assessment, rolled out some green curriculum. But when we were going through the trainers' preparedness or the preparedness of the teachers teaching these courses, they were not even aware of how they could implement them. Then we decided, based on the capacity building that we got from the from the University of Ham, to see how we can capacity build our trainers at Kasarani. And also now that we had the 3 institutions, Thika involved, and Masai, we thought that we can engage them. I know maybe perhaps the members who are here are not aware of the progress, but that is the advice that we got from our principal secretary for this TVET. She advised us to involve the 3 institutions. So as Patrick has said, there's a concept note that has been done. And also we are also looking at it that maybe if this green pedagogy is promoted across the institutions, TVET institution, and also maybe the institutions around us, we may go down even to the junior schools, because now they have started the CBET curriculum, or the CBC or CBE. We thought that this will be quite important for us to take. We also, as we reported during our meeting in KSTVET, we had something to do with our change project then was on how we can harness the human waste to generate electricity. But we thought that now if the trainers have these skills, then some of this project now can be cascaded to trainees as their projects, so that we involve maybe various departments within the institutions, so that they take some of these small changes towards the sustainability now as their project, academic projects or final year project. So that is what we have done, and we thought that we could share it with you so that we get guidance on how we can go about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yugi. So we have had a presentation from Kasarani. Let's hear responses towards what they have given us. Any concerns, any clarifications, any additions? We are a community of practice. I keep reminding us that. So let's get questions, or let's get comments, or let's get clarifications. Yes, Mr. Gamble.
Okay, I've not heard about their timeline. Kindly, they give us the timeline. Yeah.
Okay. Any other concern, question before we answer?
Yeah, let's get more questions, more concerns. Yeah, for me, I also have, just like the way I was asking Sister Terry, would wish to know what is the issue. What is the issue? And so what are the pain points? What are the pain points that are making us to have this change project? In as much as you are implementing a project from the training, but now as far as we are concerned here in LEAD-ESD, would wish to know the change. What is the change that you are bringing on board? How will this change contribute to policy, to curriculum, to teaching and learning, to the whole institution? What are the objectives of the change project? Who are the stakeholders? You mentioned about that, so maybe you may not repeat that. And then one of us has asked about the timelines. And then what are some of the challenges that you envision? And what are the deliverables? How will we know that something has changed? Over to you, Patrick, and any other member from Kasarani, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Daktari. I would like also to bring on board one more member. Maybe Shadrach Wanjara, you can tackle the deliverables. Shadrach, you tackle the deliverables. The objectives, David, you'll help with the objectives. Then I'll do the timeline. And what are the issues, or what led us to do this? And probably, Madam Kate, if you are still online, you can do the anticipated challenges. So allow me to start. Then we'll go to David, then Chadlock, and finally Madam Kate. So on the timeline, if the document or if we get all the necessary authority that we intend to pursue, we have a longer timeline, because Daktari, as you are aware, that these are the trainers who are on day-to-day teaching of our institutions, and we are proposing that other trainers will either be coming here, like cohort 1, cohort 2, and so on and so on, or alternatively, if it is possible, probably we'll be pulling a bigger group to a central point, and then we are able to deliver this content to them. So on the timelines, I'm not very specific, but I can see it can exceed the time period that this program is there for, because I think we can do maybe the rest of 2026 will be involved in this. So allow me to answer it as far as the timeline is concerned. Then let me try to answer what are the issues. Why are we really looking in green pedagogy? Over 99% of our trainers have pedagogical skills, and we being majorly doing training in technical and engineering areas, we find that in the process of giving these skills, we use a lot of resources in terms of materials, and some of these materials, some of them we cut to smaller pieces, and finally we end up with a huge heap of small materials, which we finally do scrap to the buyers who probably are interested in. So we realize that at the end of the product cycle, there is still much that we can do with these materials, by either through innovation or ensuring that these ones go back to the manufacturers to continue producing more materials for future. So that is an idea of sustainability that we want to really look into. So we want to ensure that our trainers, being on the forefront of giving these skills, they have the capacity to see that small piece of cable. What else can it be used to before it is disposed or rather taken away from the institution? That small piece of metal that was used for welding, those rods that are half used, and so on and so on. So those are some of the pain points that we feel we will be able to address. Maybe David, you can assist me with the deliverables, and Shadrach can follow.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Patrick. I also maybe let me add something. The pain point. As we are all aware that we are under State Department, and as well public service, we realized that there is a gap. When the green curriculum were rolled out, there was no capacity. There was no capacity building that was done to the institutions, and as Patrick said, many of a good number of our trainers or teachers do not have pedagogical skills to deliberate. And we also realize even those who have, they don't, some people, when they were trained, by that time, a number of them had not been trained on green pedagogy. But I'm happy because KSTVET is here. I believe they are going to also chip in. Let me go to the, let me also state on the timeline, we have already held one capacity building for our staff, and we shall be doing it more frequently, especially within the institution, even as we look forward to go out to involve other institutions outside. Now, on the objective, let me just read them. The first objective is to build the capacity of trainers in applying green pedagogy and integrating education for sustainable development principle into curriculum delivery and institutional management. That is the first one. The second objective is to promote the adoption of green technologies, circular economy principles, and environmental conservation practices across TVET curricula and institutional operations. Like what we are not only going to limit this into training, but we want this, sustainability to be naturally in each of our staff and trainees. The third one is to establish a robust regional network and community of practice for continuous knowledge sharing and innovation in sustainable TVET. Once we involve other institutions, we'll be able now to start also sharing knowledge across TVET institution. And because we also involve in innovation, we believe some of this sharing will help us in enhancing our innovation. Then also, and our objective also is to enhance youth employability and entrepreneurial potential by aligning skill development with the demands of the emerging green economy. Once our trainees get out, and all the trainees from our TVET institution, the training that they'll be able to get will be aligned to the green economy. So those are the few objectives that we had towards this change project. Thank you.
Thank you, David and Patrick, and all of us from Kasarani for your change project. We shall still engage more. About the timeline, Patrick, we request that try to see how this section of your project fits into LEAD-ESD, because towards February or so, we will be doing M&A on the various change projects. So we'll see how to engage further. Thank you. So thank you so much, Kasarani, for that good presentation. We now want to move to, who is ready here? We are done with Machakos, we are done with Kasarani. Migori? You are muted, Madam Monica. You are muted, dear.
I'm getting to you. Can you now hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, thank you very much. Migori Teachers Training College team in ESD, we are 8 in number. And the principal, we thought, is automatically with us, so we have not counted him in the number 8. You are hearing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So our change project title, we changed it a little from what we had during the national workshop, just a little, and so it reads, innovative and transformative approach to achieving wealth from waste for sustainable futures. Innovative and transformative approach to achieving wealth from waste for sustainable futures. In this change project, we are targeting to work with the teacher trainees because they are the ones whom we would like to instill knowledge and skills so that they are able to transmit the same when they will be out of college and even when they are still within the college. So we work with the teacher trainees, we work with the tutors who are training them, we work with the non-teaching staff, because with the non-teaching staff, the non-teaching staff are very core in this, because this is where we have the groundsmen who help us in collecting foliage or leaves that fall, and these leaves we target to use in the farms. So currently the existing projects include poultry farming, and the poultry farming we are targeting to use their droppings for organic manure. Therefore, we already have composting sites for the organic manure. In these composting sites, we place the foliage. We also place the birds' droppings, and then we come up with organic manure, which we use in the already existing farms. But we propose to have even more small farms within the college, which are demarcated for various vegetables and crops. We are going to deal with maize and just vegetables, and maybe tomatoes, depending on the weather. So we target changing waste to wealth. We target changing waste papers to make egg trays, to make paper mache for artwork. The waste papers we realize can make egg trays, can also make paper mache for artwork. And even plaster or Paris, if we can coordinate with some hospitals, if they would actually accept that, then we would appreciate. The main agenda of our change project is to curb food insecurity. Therefore, we want to establish food security, and that is why we want to deal with these farms in a better way of using organic manures. We have realized that the fertilizers which are used on the farms exhaust them, and therefore we don't earn much from that. The college ends up buying a lot of food from outside, which is really infringing into the college finances. And so that is why we want to come with that, to come up with that to assist us. The objectives of this particular change project, I may not say all of them where I am, because I was somewhere else far from my laptop. I'm even just using my phone. We need to inculcate knowledge and skills for innovation. We need to inculcate self-reliance within ourselves, within the students, and the college community. We decided as a team not to go outside Migori Teachers Training College in going to sensitize the community, but we are going to use the staff that we have, the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff, and the students, and other stakeholders within the college to disseminate the same skills and knowledge to the outer community. Our timeline of doing all this will be like, I would like to say, 5 months. So it will go along with the course itself, the course that we are taking as we move on. For the online course that we are taking, a number of us have started working on the activities. Some were unable to log into the portal to date, but they promised to start working on the activities. There is a task which was there, an activity which required us to look at the mission and the vision of the college and make and see whether it fits with the ESDG and also the SDG, the goals. And we are still working on it as a team, and we shall come up with a presentation, a well-defined work. Otherwise, I thank you, and I feel that I saw Philip there. Lucy is also on board. They can give their opinions. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Monica from Migori Teachers College. The members have been called upon. Maybe you want to add your voice in what she has said. Feel free, please. Maybe they will help in responding to some of the questions that we may want to ask. So feel free to ask responses to what she has given us. Any response that you may want to give. From members of in the house here now.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes, please, Dr.
Maybe Monica can highlight any challenge, potential challenges, and any solution that they may have thought of as they plan to carry out their project. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Another one, so that they can be recording and writing, and then they will answer all of them. Any other? When we ask, we understand. So, and we help them refine their work. So for me, Madam Monica and team,
yes,
we are calling it change project. So what is the change? What is the change? What is the change? We'll get the change if we understand what is happening now, the current practices, and what we want to happen. That is the change. So what is the change? And that change will come around because we understand what are the pain points. What are the pain points? Things that are making us really feel, no, we need a change here. And then how will that change that you are bringing on board contribute to policy, institutional policy, to curriculum, to the way we teach, and the way learners learn, our students learn, how will it bring wealth? Because your title is talking about waste to wealth. How will it bring wealth? You've talked about the stakeholders. I will not repeat there. Dr. has asked about the timelines and the potential challenges. I may want to add, what are the deliverables? What things do we expect to see when we come to Migori, or what we are going to showcase when we meet other participants from other countries? What are you going to bring on board? What are you going to showcase? Madam Lucy has a question also. Maybe I'll give her time. Lucy Atieno. Lucy Atieno, your hand is up.
Yes, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you for the opportunity. From what our representative, Madam Monica, has presented, and the point you wanted on where the change idea comes from, we're thinking about it in the sense that we are actually utilizing waste to produce something useful. So using the litter around to produce something that can actually be useful, like the egg trays that she has talked about. That is the idea of change that actually I saw in the idea, in the project.
Good.
So when we'll be actually showcasing our task or our project, when finally it shall have come to the end, at the end of the timeline, we are planning and hopeful that we will actually have some very, very good trays that we are actually will be demonstrating to the participants and actually letting them know that a leaf is not actually a waste. It can produce this something useful. And even as we'll be taking them through our farms, we shall actually have been actually done well. The organic manure produced from waste around the school. We are actually focusing mostly, as you've got it from our representative, the locally available vegetables. So taking them around the farm, showing them how we've maintained them using just waste around instead of relying on artificial fertilizers or chemical fertilizers. I think, and in our opinion, I'm seeing it as bringing a lot of change because it is locally available, spending very less, and which means showing that to the learners as they'll be trainees, as they'll be out of the college, they don't necessarily need to have to rely on fertilizers, manufactured fertilizers for their farms to be productive.
Thank you.
So many others, and as we'll be implementing it, you know, as you do something, an idea comes, and so much more will come up. And in our next presentation, we'll realize that we may have a lot that we can actually get from these waste. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So are you going to work with a team of students or a club, or how are you going to implement it?
From the perspective that our representative has given, we'll rely on the school community as a whole. The students, of course, a club, we will actually have to make it to empower a club. Then not just restricting it to a club, this club will help us disseminate the information to the entire students. We'll also focus on our support staff, because this is now a community project. You know, there are the people now involved in collecting this waste. And now, because it's not just part of their job, we'll incorporate them in the entire project. They'll do their normal duty, their normal role in school with a lot of enthusiasm, because now it's not just cleaning the compound. It is making a change and contributing to the sustainable development in the society. And of course, us as the members and plus the entire teaching staff, we will actually ensure that we will bring them on board so that this project is an entire school affair. Thank you.
Yeah, I like the project, but I'm wondering, how will you then justify the idea of waste to wealth? But think through that.
Yeah, those
No,
are
no,
features
I may
what
respond to that.
Yes.
I may respond to that. Thank you very much. This is Monica. I started by saying that there are existing projects and we have poultry rearing already ongoing. This poultry rearing, the droppings are thrown away, yet there are farms, or sometimes the droppings are just thrown in the gardens or the farms without any knowledge. We have come up with composting, which is already an actual practical thing ongoing.
Yes.
We are doing some little farming. We are going to change this into smart farms. Farms
Okay.
which are done innovatively with a lot of creativity.
Good.
And then we are thinking about a positive change because it is a change project, which leads to self-reliance. A lot of people now are complaining about joblessness. But if you can take actually waste and change it into wealth, that through farming, that is already a job created for self-reliance. And also, when you have the skill of proper composting of the waste, and even the egg trays we have mentioned, from which we can make from waste paper. A lot of waste paper is lying in the field. So I think, Madam Onali, we are on the right track, and if
I
you
agree
allow
with you.
me,
I agree with you,
then I
Monica,
shed
totally.
light on the challenges.
I agree with you. So those
Yeah.
questions, these questions are just to probe you. I mean, to probe you further, to think through.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the
So
way. Yeah.
we are saying that the work is okay. Let's think through further to see how we justify that title. Thank you.
But before we
Allow me
stop,
to move to the next team because you want to
all
close
right.
this at 4.
Yeah, you asked about challenges, and I was almost saying something. Okay, you can go to the next team if there is
Yeah. You know,
time
we are going to have
constraint.
a write-up after this. Each one of us will have a write-up. We are going to
All
send
right.
some templates for the
All right.
write-up, and some of
Yeah.
the questions we are asking now are in that write-up.
And we
Madam
already
Lucy
have
may want to
the
mute if you're not.
environmental club is already existing and
Okay,
it's working.
thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
We want to close at 4, so we
Thank
only
you.
have 17 minutes to go.
Thank you very much.
And I don't think we are now done. Of course, we are done. KU, are you around? KU, Kenyatta University. I saw Dr. Uko around.
Yes, Daktari, I can see Dr. Uko is around. Maybe you can unmute
Yeah.
and give us the status report.
Okay. Madam Nancy, although you have your hand up before Dr. Uko comes in.
All right. Thank you, Daktari. I was raising my hand because I wanted to present. If there was no other
Go
person
ahead.
present.
Go ahead.
Right.
Dr. Uko is not yet ready. Go ahead.
Right. Then also requesting Lucy to kindly mute her mic so that we can have constructive talk. Someone who can reach out to Lucy, one of the members whose Lucy can call her to tell her to mute her mic kindly.
Madam Lucy, please mute. Okay, go ahead, Madam Nancy.
We had done our presentation last, and today again we want to say give a report on the progress as per what we have currently done. I want to start with the first item, which is on the LMS, the course. We are at different levels. There are some who are still at learning outcome. They stopped at that level. There are some who are at 2, and one is at 3. We are 6 of us, the nominated members, but we are incorporating 4 more other members from the Greening Master Trainers team. So we'll end up being 10 of us. The 4 other members cut across different departments. So we felt it was in order to bring them on board as well. So that we are able to move together. Kindly try and mute your mic. All right, then we have the change project. The title for our change project, as per our presentation during the National Policy Dialogue, was on transforming waste paper into sustainable resources. And there has been a discussion that we could change the title, though we have not yet confirmed how we are changing it, but there is already a proposal on how the title should read. And it's almost similar to the group that has just, the Migori team that has just presented. But for us, it's From Waste to Worth, a sustainable paper management initiative at KSTVET. So in due course, after our many discussions within our team as KSTVET, we'll give our new title as per what we'll have agreed on, but it's still going around waste paper. The reason why we thought about this change project is because as a training institution, we use a lot of paper, especially when it comes to end of term exams. But as KSTVET, we have tried to reduce waste paper already, because we are also doing online assessments. Our CATs, our other formative assessments are done online, except for the summative assessment that we do physically when they have to write. Our teaching practice assessment is also online for the first cycle, and the second cycle we also do, we go physically, but we still don't use paper. We don't produce booklets to record. We have tried to do that, but still we are feeling that there's still a lot of waste paper from the booklets that the students use to write and any other activities that take place within KSTVET that requires paper. So that is why we thought about this project on transforming waste paper into sustainable resources. So in it, we are trying to ensure that members do not see waste as a burden, but people see waste paper as a resource. At the moment, as I'm sharing my screen, I haven't shared all of them, but I've shared only a part of the slide that I want to talk about. In terms of key stakeholders and engagement, we already have set up the internal stakeholders, definitely, because we have the senior leadership where the principal, the CEO, the chief executive officer is obviously a member. And then we have the project team, who are the 6 of us. We have the staff and the teacher trainees that we are also going to work with, because we have a club we have an environmental club, which also works in line with the greening activities. And then we have the various heads of departments. So instead of having the various heads of departments, we thought it wise that we could have trainers from those departments included instead of the heads of departments, but we have one senior team member that is going to be in charge of, is going to act on behalf of all the other departmental heads. For external stakeholders, we currently we shred our paper, and we sell our paper to some customers out there. So we want to get out of that so that we don't sell to them. We would wish that as KSTVET, we are the ones to ensure that we're able to reuse our waste paper, recycle our waste paper into sustainable resources, things like pencils. The other time when we had the National Policy Dialogue, there were those exhibits that we had from the textile department, that is fashion and design, and we had a lot of waste material that had been recycled, like paper was one of them, and had been used to make necklaces. We had paper also used to make some of those bags that we were able to see there. So we want to turn those paper, that waste paper, into items such as pencils, tissue paper, briquettes, serviettes, something that is able to also help us reduce our our use of finances for purchases of things like tissue papers and those other things. The briquettes we can also sell to staff members and all that kind of stuff. So currently in our implementation roadmap, we are still at the planning and mobilization stage, where we already came up with a concept. We are still doing the detailed planning and resource allocation, trying to look at what resources do we need, what resources do we have, and what can we do with what is already available with us, and then how creative and innovative can we be so that we are also able to improvise on some areas where we may need maybe resources that may be a bit costly. So at that level, we are still identifying other stakeholders. There are partners that there are stakeholder people we have already approached. We are waiting for approvals. I think our dean, Mr. Chesiro, was doing that follow-up to some organizations around that we could work together with in line with transforming this waste paper into sustainable resources. The challenges we have faced is we have had several activities for the last 3 weeks. We have been doing, it's all about teaching practice as much as teaching and learning is also taking place. So it's very difficult to meet all of us at the same time because most of us are out. We have very huge number of trainees out there, close to 2,000 who needed to be assessed. So most of the trainers are out, very few are in, and that has become a challenge for us to be able to have a physical meeting for the last 3 weeks. But that does not mean that we have not come up with a solution to how best we can discuss our issues. We are still brainstorming on our WhatsApp wall because we have our own WhatsApp forum where we can deliberate, and that is where even the issues of the title came up. So we are deliberating on things on our WhatsApp wall, but we are hoping that as from next week, because we'll have been done with the teaching practice assessments, we can embark and have a physical meeting to get us moving through. And in line with that, also, we expect to also meet with the CEO so that we are also able to brief him on what we have already done and our plans so that he can also give us approvals for the activities we intend to do. So how does it get into teaching and learning activities? That means we will engage with the teacher trainees to come up with those sustainable projects, like the making up of those pencils, the tissue papers, the briquettes, and the various departments. All the departments definitely release some waste paper within the system. So we'll see how to collaborate with them, and that will mean we have to work with the trainees as well, and the support staff also, because they're the ones who also do some of these collections. In terms of policies, we have not been having a greening strategy as KSTVET, but we are intending to come up with a waste management guideline on how we can manage our wastes, particularly paper, because we want to narrow down to paper only. We're already doing other waste management activities, like we have clean energy, we are doing solar, we are doing recycling of animal waste. We are already having bins, but now we want to narrow down onto paper only, because those others are also there, yes, but we want to remain relevant in one area. So basically the activities we are going to have, definitely we have to do sensitization of the staff members, also to get to understand the kind of change project we want to do, and also to bring on board those who are willing to also join us in this agenda of the change project, and develop guidelines for those sustainable paper use and disposal. And definitely, which we cannot leave out, is the community partnerships. We can get local recyclers, as we are trying to also try to see whether we could get resources to help us recycle on our own. So in a nutshell, that is what KSTVET would do. And as I wind up, I just want to echo what I think Kasarani mentioned as something about the greening pedagogy, something to do with Finland. And but developing an ability toolkit that is supposed to help reach the trainers out there. So that means we are going to reach so many as live not just pedagogy alone, but trying to come up with in their various sectors, because I know it is automotive, plumbing, and civil engineering, but they could easily venture into those areas. That is just a word to pass to Kasarani, because I know they are the key people in that project, as will only come in terms of training. Then they also talked about something concerning trainers not having pedagogy, and I want to believe currently, in the current system, trainers all need to have pedagogy, and that is why they come to KES TVET. So those trainers who don't have pedagogy, you are welcome to KES TVET. Again, as KES TVET, we have already trained 141 greening champions on how to green the environment, greening campus, greening institutional culture, greening research, all the 5 models, the greening households and all that. We have trained 141 in the last year, between last year September and this year in February. So if Kasarani is still feeling worried, we are still on ground and we can still do that, continue doing the trainings for them if they are feeling that still members do not have the knowledge. I know we have not reached all the 3,000 plus trainers, but we expected that those that have already been trained will disseminate the same information to the institutions. So that was just by the way for Kasarani, that is working on the other project for pedagogy. But as for KES TVET, that is what we are intending to do for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Olo, and all of us who have presented. Any concerns for, any comments for Madam Olo's presentation? That's case on, she was presenting on behalf of Kenya School of TVET. Comments, compliments, questions? Let's hear from us. Yes, Dr.
Mine is a compliment to Madam Nancy Olo. Well done. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. A compliment. Any other questions? Any clarifications? Anything you may want to borrow from what they are doing, or anything you may want to add to what they are doing to make it better? So it looks like all is well. So Madam Nancy, again, just like I've been asking others, we are going to send you some template to be able to populate. And in that template, you are going to tell us what are the pain points that are making you to have that change project. And then how will it, you have answered all my questions about how it contributes to policy, to teaching and learning, creativity, and so on. And then we would also want you to tell us what are the objectives, what are the outcomes we expect from this. About stakeholders, you have talked about them. But really, what are the outcomes? After you have done all this, what do we expect? What, yeah, thank you.
Well, let me look at them one by one. For when we do the sensitization, we definitely expect to have members that are already aware and sensitized on how to transform waste paper or how to manage our waste paper within the institution, either by making sure we print both sides or either going digital fully and things like those. Then on issues of reduction and recycling, we already have waste bins, but they are not labeled. So that means we are going to have waste bins that are labeled so that we're able to do the actual sorting for the usual waste paper that is out there. But for the offices where we have waste also, we'll also ensure that they're able to package for us the waste paper aside from the other wastes. And then when it comes to the institution, the guideline, then definitely we expect to have waste management guidelines for KES TVET embedded into our greening strategy. And in Charity, we expect to do project reports at any given time when we have our activities. And in the future, when we collaborate, and these people who we have written letters to, they accept our collaboration or partnership, then we need to have signed MOAs or LOUs or MOUs or whatever. So, and then definitely the bigger part of it is that we should have at least 50% reduction on waste paper. That is just 50% reduction on waste paper, so that now we go more digital, or either we recycle them, and also obviously increase our, is it really to increase and manage our resources in terms of finances when it comes to purchasing these things you're talking about, the tissue papers, the serviettes, those kind of things. I don't know whether I've answered you properly.
Yeah, but there was a section you talked about the recycling as a sustainability principle, one of the sustainability principle, recycling, where you're going to have pencils. And
Yes.
I was very happy about that. How do you intend to do that?
Okay, so one, that is where we want to operate with some partners. For now, we may not be able to recycle on our own, because after doing our resource allocation and a resource identification, we may not be having the machinery to do that. So we want to partner with the local recyclers to help us do that. But again, we are hoping that after we have partnered with the local recyclers, we should also be able to capacity build ourselves and be able to know how to do it, so that now eventually we can get our own resources to do that on our own.
Yeah, I wish we'd go the direction of capacity building yourselves to be able to recycle the waste paper within the institution and bring out the pencils. And I'm looking at it like if you went some pre-primary somewhere and donated the pencils, don't you think that will adding value to humanity?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, that's something to think about. How I wish that we are able to capacity build ourselves to be able to recycle. And that will be through innovations, having some innovations within our own institutions to be able to do these sustainability initiatives to showcase education for sustainable development. Maybe your group can think through, like those ladies that were showcasing the things that they had there, to me were very good, and they were done within that institution.
Yes.
Are you able to pick it up also in one way or another and make it an ESD change project? Maybe by expanding that bit? Just a thought. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think those thoughts are good. We will embark on that. And actually, that's why we brought them there to exhibit, so that they could see the sense in what we have been telling them what to do. But that was only one department, that was textile department. I believe we will engage also with other departments. We will do better than what we had at that time. Yeah.
Thank you. So we had mentioned that we'll stop at 4. It's now 4:04. I know there are some teams here that have not presented, but there's always another time. The sun will rise again. I believe so. So that we can release each other to do other things elsewhere.
Okay,
Dr. Uko, I can see you, but maybe time is up. We shall create another time again. I want to think.
Maybe 1 minute. As you are giving me the opportunity, I think I was unable to unmute from where I am, but now I've unmuted. I've listened carefully to what our colleagues have put on the table, and that's wonderful. Migori, Kasarani, all of you. Chair, you may be privy that KU has been laying base on what to touch on. There are many competing priorities, but since we have settled down on actually doing some transformative, leadership in the area of cultivating tomorrow sustainable champions. In other words, we are focusing on human capital, and human capital captures around the community, around the staff, and around our student population.
Dr. Uko,
Yes.
We know we'll have questions for your project, and time may not allow us. So allow us to so that
To
you can
stop at
present
this.
in the next webinar.
Very well, very well.
Yeah, thank you. Because we want to understand each other's project, and we don't want to do it in a hurry. So a kind request that you present in the next webinar. And therefore, I will request members, when can we have a similar meeting? Because not all institutions have presented. I can be guided here. Madam Monica, you're talking?
Time again, maybe next week, a time like this. We can have another meeting if
So
possible.
that's a proposal from Madam Monica, Migori Teachers College. A seconder or another proposal?
I support it.
In
Okay,
support
thank
also.
you. Thank you. So we are agreeing that next week on Thursday, again from 2 to 4, we shall have a similar meeting. And so we will, those who have not presented, we shall request that we start with you before we can come back. Those who are presented, if there's anything that they would want to say about their projects. So friends, let's continue with the online activities and also our change projects. And with your permission, we are going to send you a template that you would wish that you populate based on your change project. You populate that template. There's no time I would have wished to share it here so that we can have inputs from all of us, then we can share, but there's no time. So what we are going to do is we are going to send you that template so that you can populate it based on those questions that we have put on the sections that are in the template. But you feel free to add any more that you may think that you could add, so that will make our proposal, our change project proposal. Because for any project, you have a proposal, and then now, there are various phases: the initiation phase, the planning phase. In the planning phase, you require a proposal. And so we thought that maybe to firm up our ideas and our focus, we need a template to work with for uniformity, so that when we shall be presenting to other teams in other countries, we are moving in the same direction, or we are talking about the same language. But ideally, what's in the template, just the questions I've been asking each of the teams. So when you get the template, see how to work within that, or if there's any sections to add, you'll feel free to add, as long as when you come to represent here, you will be able to justify the addition or the deletion. I don't know if there are any other concerns that maybe somebody may want to ask. I heard a team say that somebody has not been able to log in. Did I hear from Migori or from where?
Okay. Thank you, Daktari. I'm the one who mentioned that. The member called me today that she's not able to log in, but she had been logging in before.
Yeah, bring those concerns to the wall. We have a common wall for the Kenya participants. And on that wall, we have our ICT personnel. We have on that wall, our secretariat, Gilbert is here, and Diana, who will pick up that complaint immediately and forward it to the relevant office as quickly as possible. So let nobody, and even Asa is here. Thank you, Asa. Asa, you could greet us, please. I didn't know you are in. Asa?
Yes, nawasalimia mjambo.
Hatujambo.
Niko hapa nje na nasikiza.
Asante. Asa is our ICT personnel together with Ken Babu. I don't know whether Ken is in. They are very, very fast. They'll pick up those complaints and act on it as quickly as yesterday. So kindly let us post that on the wall, and then Asa will pick it up and help.
Thank you so much for the elaborate response.
Okay. And then there is from Sabatia. Sabatia, you have heard what we are engaging in. Are there any concerns you may want us to respond to? Members from Sabatia?
Maybe I thought I could just get to you direct, but one thing maybe we needed some guidelines on how to come up with that change program. And, what it involves. I thought maybe that one I'll talk to you.
Sawa. But even before we talk, Inji attend, once people log in, there is the baseline that you'll fill, and then after the baseline, there is a change module 0. Module 0 is talking about the change project, which it is a self-paced, a self-guided kind of instruction on what you're supposed to do, how to go about it. But then we shall still talk one-on-one. And again, I'm going to send a template to each of the team leaders from every institution for you to go through that template. And as you go through the template together with the module, you should be well guided. And where there are any issues, let me know, please, or bring the issues on the wall so that we can work together as community of practice. So friends, I really appreciate your time. Our time is fast spent by 12 minutes. That is not right. That's not good on my side. I should apologize. I'm sorry about that. I request Mr. Njogu to pray for us. Or before the prayer, a vote of thanks. Sorry. Mr. Njogu, give us a vote of thanks. Sorry I've ambushed you, but I know you are more than equal to the task.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. For such an engaging experience for all of us. We feel that we are better than where we were when we were starting this forum. We feel that we have capacity to look into the challenges. We know that our change projects now should have timelines. We are also able to look into the deliverables that will be able to showcase after some time. So we really recognize the efforts that KU has done, the Lords they have prayed to bring us together, the way you really respond to our concerns. These are things that we hold dear, and we know that we are not able to repay you. So on behalf of the rest, I really sincerely want to thank the fraternity of Kenyatta University for making this experience flow. And I know that the future is better as we move on together. So everyone feel appreciated for your time, for the efforts. Know that this one we are doing not only for our institutions, but for the common good of all that live in this planet. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Then I'm not supposed to talk after the vote of thanks, but there's somebody who mentioned that there are other people have joined the team. Please let them also join on the LMS, because at the end of the day, we want all of us to be given the certificate that you participated in this particular training. So if there's anybody who has not joined on the LMS, kindly send their details to the wall so that Asa and Ken can pick them up and put them on the LMS, so they can participate on the LMS, on the online training as well, so that at the end of the day, all of us are able to get the certificate, because you would have participated, you would have worked, you would have learned. I think I heard that from KSTVET and also from another team. So all the members who are involved in this, we want to capture their details through the LMS as well. Asanteni sana. Mr. Gembo, please pray for us.
Okay, let's pray. Okay, let's pray. Father God Almighty, we bow before thy presence this evening with thanksgiving and places in our hearts. We don't take it for granted for the gift of life, for the good health, even the opportunity to serve in our various capacities, oh God. Father, as we continue engaging in this LEAD-ESD, may you continue giving us more knowledge, more insights, more wisdom, so that we are able to come out of it victorious in our own various institutions and capacities. Lord, we continue praying that you may bless the facilitators, the brains behind this, because it is thee who have done this for the whole of this country and the world at large. We commit everyone who is represented here. Will you continue giving us more grace, we feel that we are intrinsically motivated to do this so that we may have the meaningful change that we want in our communities, in our societies, and in our community of practice. We bless your name, and we pray that this evening you may be with us as we go back to our families, as we go back to where we reside, each one of us. Bless us and give us your grace. We pray this shortly, believing and trusting in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So thank you. We are meeting online, please. We are meeting online, so let's continue. And God bless all of us. We are gathering again next week, a day like today, a time like today. Thank you and God bless you. You may leave at your own pleasure.
Amen. It was Ogembo. Was it Ogembo?